George, a humble farmer with a heart of compassion, unintentionally became a hero when he rescued a trapped wild creature. Little did he know that this simple act of kindness would set in motion a remarkable series of events, forever changing his life and the lives of those around him. A desperate act of compassion. Amidst the ruins of his crops, George stumbled upon a nearly lifeless creature hidden beneath a pile of storm debris. As he approached, he realized it was a malnourished lynx, weak and covered in mud. Overwhelmed with compassion, George knew he couldn't leave the poor creature to fend for itself. With gentle care, he lifted the lynx and brought it back to his farmhouse. Back at the house, George bathed the animal, revealing the beautiful lynx hiding beneath the dirt. He named her Lilu and made it his mission to nurse her back to health. Lilu's condition was dire, and George started by feeding her small drops of milk, gradually progressing to solid food. Days turned into weeks as George patiently nurtured the lynx, celebrating each sign of improvement. Eventually, Lilu's strength began to return. She grew restless inside the house, a clear indication that she was ready to return to the wild. Although George felt a pang of sadness, he knew it was the right thing to do. With a heavy heart, he released Lilu back into the wild, hoping she would thrive on her own. A remarkable connection. George believed his journey with Lilu had come to an end when she disappeared into the forest. He continued his work on the farm, his spirits lifted by memories of the bond they had formed. Spring arrived, bringing an abundance of fruit and grain. George was engrossed in his harvesting tasks when something strange began happening in the town. Reports of increased bear sightings circulated, warning residents to secure their homes. George, however, had never encountered such trouble. His loyal companion Joe served as his personal guardian. With this false sense of security, George left his back door open, allowing Joe to come and go as he pleased. One evening, while George was relaxing on the sofa, a disturbance in the kitchen caught his attention. Assuming it was Joe, he paid little heed until another noise startled him. As he investigated, a grizzly bear entered the living room, its bloodshot eyes fixed on George. Panic seized him as he realized Joe was fast asleep and unaware of the looming danger. Just as the bear lunged towards George, a familiar growl filled the room. It was Lilu, the lynx he had saved. In the meantime, Joe also awakened. She, along with Joe, bravely confronted the bear, launching a joint defense. Overwhelmed by the combined effort, the bear retreated, leaving George in awe of the extraordinary bond that had formed between the lynx and his faithful dog. A guardian's return. The incredible display of loyalty and protection left George in awe. Lilu had returned at a crucial moment, serving as a guardian to him and Joe. As George caught his breath and regained composure, he realized that Lilu remembered the kindness he had shown her during her time of need. Days turned into weeks, and Lilu remained by George's side. His daughter Jennifer and her wife Catherine came to visit with their young son Tony. Initially wary of having a wild animal in close proximity to their child, they soon witnessed Lilu's gentle and protective nature. The lynx developed a strong bond with Tony, often sleeping near his crib and keeping a watchful eye over him. One night, Jennifer burst into George's room in distress, claiming that Lilu was growling at Tony. Worried for their son's safety, she urged George to take immediate action. However, George, having witnessed Lilu's unwavering loyalty, understood that something else must be amiss. Determined to uncover the truth, he investigated Tony's room meticulously. To his astonishment, George discovered a hidden opening in the wall, housing a nest of dangerous snakes. The realization struck him like a bolt of lightning. Lilu had sensed the threat and was growling to protect Tony. Overwhelmed with gratitude, George swiftly removed the snakes, ensuring the safety of his family. From that moment forward, Jennifer and Austin embraced Lilu as a beloved family guardian. They recognized her as a loyal and gentle protector, grateful for the bond she had formed with their son. Lilu became an integral part of their lives, a living testament to the profound connections that can exist between humans and animals.